What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, we're going to take a look at these Jordan 1 Low Travis Scott Velvet Browns. So it took a couple weeks to get this package, but it finally did arrive. And there's tons of videos out on this shoe. So what we're going to do, we're just going to look at the quality of it and just go over my overall impressions of the shoe and give you guys my honest opinion if this shoe is worth picking up in the aftermarket. And these shoes do come in the cream and mocha Nike Air box. And here's a quick look at the sizing tag. It reads Air Jordan 1 Low OGSP. Colorway is dark mocha, black velvet brown. Of course, we picked this up in a size 12. Here's a quick look underneath the lid of the box. You have that brown mocha. And you have your standard pink Travis Scott paper. It has the Cactus Jack logo, also the Sicko Mode, and Air Jordan Wings logo and Nike Air branding. And the shoes also come pre-wrapped in this white paper. And here you have it, guys, the Travis Scott Jordan 1 Low Velvet Browns. We're going to give you a quick 360 of the shoe and jump into some up-close details of it. Here's a look at the lateral side of the shoe. Here's a look at that toe box. Very nice shape to it. And here's the overhead side of the shoe, moving up the tongue. Here's a look at the middle side of the shoe. And here's a shot of the rear of the shoe. And last but not least, here's a look at the outsole. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and jump into the shoe. As I stated earlier, I was able to hit this shoe, my first cop off the Travis Scott website. And even to this day, I'm still surprised that I actually hit this shoe for retail and the crazy way that it went down. So if you're interested in hearing my story on how I copped the shoe, just stay tuned to the rest of the video and I might throw that story at the end. But let's get into it. So what are my overall thoughts on seeing this shoe in person? Very different shoe. It's an okay shoe. I won't say that it's just the best that I've seen. The overall color theme of the shoe is just basically one monotone color. But what I will say is the contrast between those colors. I feel like they were separated pretty good to give it somewhat less monotone of a color. Just looking at it, I can already see 3 different shades of brown. And we're going to get into that right now. So first and foremost, the materials used on this shoe is predominantly suede, but there's 2 different grades of suede on this shoe. Starting with the side panel, this is a shorter flat suede. As you can see on the heel tab and on the heel counter, it's more a medium hair suede. Also the forefoot strap in the mudguard section. The interesting part on the side panel and toe box, it is actually the suede used on those panels is a oiled suede. And what I mean by oiled, it's more flat and matted down, almost giving off like a wet look. You know how sometimes you can wear suede shoes in the rain and it will matte down? That's what it's giving off. Give you a different look at it. As you can see, you see how it somewhat looks wet on the side panels, and it's also used on the toe box. As you can see, it just gives off that flat, wet look versus the medium hair suede. And if you're pretty familiar with suede, once you clean it afterwards, most people usually put mink oil on the shoe and brush it out just to clean it, give it an overall sheen to the shoe. And it just basically brings back the suede texture to the shoe. And here's a shot of the heel tab and the heel counter. As you can see, this is more of a medium hair suede. And guys, if you've seen multiple videos and was wondering what this little white spot that you often see on the shoe, what that is, basically what that is, it's just as the shoe sits in the box, it's just rubbing up against the box side. That's all that is. It easily rubs out. There's no kind of flaw or nothing. It's just basically the shoes are bumping into the sides of the box. That's all that is. Let's go ahead and start from top to bottom on this shoe, and that is starting with the sock liner, which is velvet brown mesh material. And as you can see, these shoes do come with extra laces, actually 2 extra laces. And stay tuned, I got a story about these laces also. You don't want to miss it. Very crazy. And these shoes do come with your cardboard shoe horn. And here's a look at the insole on the left shoe, which has the Cactus Jack branding. Also have your sizes and sticker at the bottom. And here's a quick look at the rear of the tongue. This is probably one of my favorite parts on this shoe. The rear of the tongue. Look at it. It has like a vintage, almost like a rustic bronze look to it. So basically you have yellow foam inserted into it, but it has like this black sheen mesh material overlay over it. Just gives it like this overall like antique look to it. Very nice. Here's a quick look at your tongue. Has that Cactus Jack branding in black. Here's the Nike Air tongue tab. And this shoe does come pre-laced with your lighter mocha brown laces. They are like semi-waxed. It really complements well with the midsole mocha. So moving on into the lateral side of the shoe, starting with the side panels. As I stated previously, this suede is oiled. So in turn, both are darker in texture versus the medium hair suede, which gives off a lighter color since it's more fluffier and not, oiled and matted down. And that is what I meant by it's different tones and color on the shoe. Moving on into the Nike swoosh. It is leather texture material, slightly tumbled. And it also has a lighter mocha stitching in it. I think that gives off an excellent contrast. Kind of breaks up, all the monotone to slightly darker hits on the shoe. Really love that that lighter mocha stitching along here. And I see a lot of people stating that this Nike swoosh is actually black. And I can see that. But I actually think it might be like a very dark mocha brown. That's what I'm getting from it. But this shoe does have black hits, like the Cactus Jack branding on the tongue. You also have black stitching in the midsole. And also on the rear of the shoe, you have your Cactus Jack smiley face. That's in black stitching as well. So the swoosh very well might be black. But for some reason, I don't know. I just want to say it's a very dark mocha brown. And moving down into the midsole, you actually have like a very light milk chocolate colored midsole. And that really breaks up that monotone overall upper of the shoe. Breaks up very well. And moving into the outsole, it's slightly darker mocha versus the midsole. As you can see, the tread pattern is slightly darker on the outsole versus the midsole. So let's count to see how many different shades on this shoe. Starting with the sock liner. I think the sock liner mocha matches up well with the side panels and the toe box. So that's going to be 1. And again, moving into the medium hair suede, heel tab, heel counter, eyelet section, 4-foot strap, and of course your mud guard. They are all the same colors, so that's 2. And again, moving into the swoosh, 3, 4 with the midsole, 5 with the outsole. So we got 5. And if you want to count the laces, 6. So I would say 5 to 6 variations in color, but typically probably just your main 3. And that's going to be the midsole, this Nike swoosh, and the side panels. That's what the eye is going to catch. So I will give Nike the effort for trying to break up this basically one monotone shoe. I think they did a good job separating the colors of it. Here's a look at the medium side of the shoe. You can see it has that Cactus Jack branding going behind the swoosh, and that is also in black. I really love this oversized Nike swoosh when they throw that on the Jordan 1 lows. Very, very nice touch. Give you a quick shot of that toe box. Very nice shape. All right, guys, so here's a quick look at my right shoe. Lateral side. Here's a look at the Wings logo. Black embroidery. Very nice. And guys, you know what this shoe reminds me of when seeing it? I'm going to put a picture of it up right now. Yeah, I know, big back energy. I know a lot of people say it reminds me of my brownies or cake or something like this. Every time I see this shoe, it reminds me of the fudge rounds. You remember how the fudge rounds, it was, it had that dark fudge, but it had like the lighter chocolate stripes on it. That's what it reminds me of, with the midsole being the lighter chocolate stripes. But here's a shot at the medial side. But yeah, guys, I know there's tons of videos out on this Travis 1 Velvet Brown. So I just want to switch it up somewhat, give you a closer look at the panels on the shoe, and, just throw my story on how I hit this. But before we get into that, let's talk about these laces real quick. So as I stated, these shoes come pre-laced with like a lighter mocha brown lace that's in the shoe. They also come with your pink laces, and they also come with like a darker mocha brown lace. Travis Scott done sent me 2 pairs of pink laces. Bruh, really? Come on, Travis Scott team. But I ain't gonna complain, man. I got these shoes for retail. No complaints at all. Because I love these pink laces. That's probably what I'm gonna drop in the shoe. Them pink laces make this dark velvet brown jump off the page. From the shots I see with them in, It's a no-brainer for me. That's what I'm going with. But I did like those mocha brown laces. But man, I opened up the package. I couldn't believe it. I was like, for real? I just thought to myself, how in the hell did that happen? I guess, they might have just been QCing their shoes before they sent them out. I don't know how they got 2 pink laces in there. I need to look at their Instagram, make sure they ain't throwing out some kind of raffle. If anybody got 2 pink laces in a pair, hit them up. Hey, I might win some shit. But that is crazy that I got those 2 pink laces again, like I said. No complaints at all for retail. So ending off 2024, I hit on these Travis Scotts on Cactus Jack website, and also picked up the Nike SB Wizard of Oz. Some people call these last 2 pickups like hype beast pickups, and you might have a point. But what I'm saying for me is I got those Wizards of Oz dunks on StockX. They authenticated it. They took the shoes out of that black SB collaboration bag, authenticated the shoe, shipped me the shoe without the bag, so I don't have that. If you're interested in hearing more about that situation, go check my video out on the Wizard of Oz dunks to get the full story on that. And now I got these Cactus Jack velvet ones, and they gave me 2 pink laces. Man, you can't make this shit up, man. That's been my last 2 cops, man. That's how they went down. One not sending me everything to come with the shoe, and one sending me the same laces. Man, that's crazy, man. But yeah, guys, let me know which lace option you would choose. Would you stay with the lighter mocha brown that's in the shoe? Would you go with the darker mocha brown, or would you go with these pink laces, or maybe cream laces? I don't really care for the cream lace look. I also thought about possibly throwing black laces in there. That might give it a nice look as well, but I'm just trying to break up some of that brown in it and go with those pink laces. That's why I'm pretty much stuck on those. But here's a look at the insole on the right shoe. It has that reverse Travis Scott branding. And at the very forefoot of the insole, it has the black Nike Air, and it also has the black Cactus Jack smiley face. Here's a look at the rear of them together. You have that black Cactus Jack smiley face, black Air Jordan Wings logo. All right, guys, before we get out of here, for those that stay into the end of the video, I guess I'll go ahead and drop my quick story on me picking this shoe up. So let's go back to the Cactus Jack drop, the Mocha Field Jacks. So during that drop, I want to say it was like 7:30 when it finally launched. And my crazy ass actually fell asleep, I don't know, like 20 minutes before it launched. So it finally launched, but for some reason I woke up and was able to jump into the raffle. I was like, man, damn, I almost missed that. So I didn't hit the Field Jacks on that. So fast forward to this release. I remember getting home thinking I got to do what I can do to stay awake. I can't, fall asleep on this launch as well. So I'm washing my face with cold water. I'm like, nah, I got to try to stay somewhat active to make sure I get my raffle in. You know what happened? I fucked around and fell asleep again. I want to say the launch on this one was like 8:30, because I want to say I got my W purchase link around 9:46 or something like that. But anyway, so I'm sitting there, I'm trying to amp myself up. I think I was watching somebody's live stream. I think it was Roscoe, or might have been Roscoe and Raffy Collects. I'm watching it, trying to, stay activated so I can jump into this raffle. Fucked around and fell asleep again. Woke up 40 minutes after it had already launched the raffle. I was like, oh shit. So I hurried up, put all my info in, submitted the raffle. Got in I'm talking about maybe minutes before it closed out. And end up getting the W, man. That's crazy how that happened. I was like, damn, I'd take it. I wouldn't try that, but I'd take it. But yeah, that's crazy. I went to sleep on both Travis Scott drops and end up hitting this one. I mean, I was tired as hell, man. I think that day, I was up. I might have didn't get but like 3 hours of sleep. Went work 10 hours, went to the gym. Shit, I was done. I was toast when I got home. And I keep imagining, man, I probably was out cold, mouth wide open and snoring like hell. I know I was getting in. I'm like a grizzly bear when I sleep. I probably was snoring so much it woke me up. I thank God it did. Crazy, man. But yeah, guys, man, that's what I had for you today. Just want to come through and give you a closer look at these Travis One Velvet Browns. I know it seems like forever since these things dropped, but as I stated, the holidays was right after the drop. So, you know, with UPS in the holidays, it was kind of slow moving. It was coming from California to the East Coast. That's already like 5 days tops because it went ground. And also another story, Cactus Jack, they made it where you had to make a signature on it. So I'm like, shit, man, now the final ball's finna snatch these things up. I started seeing people online stating that the UPS driver was marking their packages as delivered and shit wasn't delivered. I'm like, damn, the final boss is on it now. So I was like, shit, should I just leave mine as is? Got paranoid as hell, so I was like, nah, man, I ain't finna do that. So I actually scheduled like a UPS access point. I said, I'm gonna make these motherfuckers work hard to steal this pair, and you actually have to pay for that. But I had mine delivered to like a local CVS. And I was like, man, my first hit on Travis Scott website, I'd be damned if I let the final boss get them. So I was able to pick them up, man. So crazy what we gotta do to get these shoes, man. But yeah, guys, that's what I had for you today. Let me know in the comments, you feeling this shoe, pass on it. Any of you guys probably still interested in it. This size 12, I'm not sure what it's going for in the third party market right now. I think it's maybe 4 and up. So in my honest opinion, going for that price right now, would I actually pick it up? It just depends on how much I'm feeling the shoe overall. But I will say seeing them in hand, they're a nice shoe, I will say that. But seeing them after the fact, I probably would try to see if I could get them a little cheaper than that 400 point, you know, try to push them down into the threes, you know, low threes, if I had to say so. And I probably pick them up. It just depends on your preference of the shoe. Again, it's an okay shoe in my opinion. But guys, stay tuned to the channel. I was actually able to hit on a couple raffles on the Air Jordan 3 Black Cats, so I will have a pickup vlog coming up shortly. I think I'm gonna upload this Travis Scott first. If not, I might already have the Black Cat 3 video up first. Since it did drop yesterday, I might just go ahead and throw it out up first. If so, I will go ahead and throw a link up above that you can click on it and go check that video out. But I appreciate y'all for coming through and checking out this video. Until the next time, peace. But yeah, guys, I've really been thinking, what can I style these velvets with? So I had to take a quick trip to my closet, see what we had. And look what we have here, guys. I totally forgot that I had bought this Cactus Jack t-shirt. This was part of the Cactus Jack Las Vegas collection. Goes perfect with brown velvets, man. It's kind of like a brown tie-dye. Has this graphic on it. I love the graphic, man. Has a guy like carrying a horse across the desert. And this was a collaboration shirt with an artist, Ralph Steadman, and also Hunter S. Thompson. But man, I fell in love with this shirt. It also has this little Jumpman graphic. Nice, man. I think this will go perfect with these brown velvets.